open man, it's Mike Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First carry for Nick Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Smith's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And it is caught. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mike Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Yeah, he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Howell going to audible to something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First down, Browns.
first down. They'll run with Chubb. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Smith. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Smith. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down. They snap it to Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Off play action. It's Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is taken at the 18.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Smith. Here's a diving catch right side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. This out quickly to Williams.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Smith. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Smith. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14. Commanders nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The throw over the middle, taken in.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Well, Howell's going to mix it up here.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Howell. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, Howell.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. The Smith's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, here we go. Sunday.
On first down, Smith. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught. It's chosen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And Chubb will try the middle here. Takes it to about the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
They run it again with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the 50, it's Smith. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Smith on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now Geno. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Again, Smith. Touchdown, Browns!
Mike Williams.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0.
Commanders, 0. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
Now he'll look to throw it.
At the 22-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now he's free at the 35. Curtis Samuel.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 68 yards.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Now Geno on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Touchdown! touchdown. Nick Chubb from 3 yards out.
And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Browns 28, Commanders 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Jamison Crowder on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Throwing here, Howell.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Smith now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Play action. It's Smith. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Mike Williams
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside them. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Commanders 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to...
And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Chosen, 75 yards. And the Browns add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Commanders 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out left to Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Faking the handoff. Howell
slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Browns, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.